What's up, noobs? This is We Are All Around Gaming here, and by now you probably know the Pokemon narrator is Andy. So look at this guy's team right here. If you notice, my team, it's a Volt Turn team, which is like legit because I love that kind of thing. But then my main sweeper is Conkeldurr, and I swear he has everything on his team to counter Conkeldurr, and it's like, geez. So I know right at the beginning that Conkeldurr is not going to sweep, especially if I can't take out this Skarmory. And this Spikes here, this is going to be a pain in the ass. And now, look at this, me. I forgot to put Volt Switch or whatever. I accidentally put Thunderbolt, because that's what the Salve database had, and I was like, oh god. So I just go for the Hydro Pump, predicting something that I can't remember. Oh yeah, he had a Gliscor, so I was predicting the Gliscor. Then he goes Shadow Ball and Rotom W, and I was like, WTF. This guy makes a lot of questionable plays. I'm sorry if it's a little fast. It's just that this is a really long battle. You'll see it was 44 turns, and you'll see why at the end. It's just a pain. So he tries to send out his Reuniclus. I'm like, bitch, I have a Choice Band Scizor, so I'm just gonna U-turn out of there. It's gonna knock the hell out of this Scrafty. Now I was really fearing that this was the DD set because I really don't like the DD set, so I sent out my Conkeldurr to scare the shit out of it. And so it's the bulk up set, so I could take the bulk up set. It's not bad at all. And then he's like, Conkeldurr, oh no. So he switches. I don't, because Scrafty always loses one-on-one against Conkeldurr. So I just go for the Drain Punch, trying to scare him out. And the Reuniclus, it does pretty not decent damage. So now I'm going to send out my specially defensive... Oh, no, sorry. I send out my Scizor first, since this is a Volt Turn team. Now, the spike damage is really racking up, and it's kind of pissing me off, because I really should include a Rapid Spinner on this team, but there's no room. Let's go for the U-turn. It does a lot. Almost takes it out, which is kind of a bummer. I wish it would take it out. So now I send out my Jirachi. And especially defensive, by the way. Calm nature. No, I think it's careful. And that doesn't do shit. So I believe I go for the Body Slam here because I was predicting a switch in. I was pretty sure Body Slam would kill, but it didn't, which is a bummer. And then he gets to recover, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna make this battle even longer. I knew he couldn't do anything to Jirachi, so I think I'm just gonna Iron Head him. See how much it does. Earlier today on PO, it did like 20 damage, and then he was really, really mad that I got a critical hit and a flinch, and he didn't understand what Serene Grace was for some reason. He kept getting really mad that I was flinching him, and he's like, 2 flinches in a row, WTF, and I was like, yeah, Serene Grace, oh well. So right here, I make a bonehead play, and I try to go for the Body Slam, thinking that it would kill, because maybe it was a prediction. He would try to, because the goal of Jirachi is to spread paralysis throughout his team. That's why I have Jirachi. But I messed it up again, and I was like, oh my god. So, just gonna wish up here, because I want to pass the wish to Scizor, because he's kind of taking an ass kicking. And we're just getting our lefties. That really makes the battle like long, with all the lefties gain at the end. So he's gonna Calm Mind up. I knew a Focus Blast wouldn't kill me, especially Scizor with max HP. So I'm just gonna take my wish like a champion. Now I'm just gonna U-turn out. CB U-turn. Notice that its nickname is C's Whore because Scizor is pretty much like the ultimate whore. I get a crit there, but in the long run, it was not gonna matter. He couldn't do shit to Jirachi, and he was really pissed about that too. And I don't think that he gets a single axe on me. But it doesn't really matter. So he's gonna send out Gliscor, and then me, I'm a freaking idiot. On my PO team, I have the air balloon. So that's why I sent it out, but apparently on this one, he has the leftovers, which is freaking stupid. And now look at this, look at this. I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump. No. Wait. Is this a... Oh yeah, I go for the Hydro Pump. Usually on a Gliscor, I'll go for the Volt turn, like predicting something, or Volt Switch. But he stays in on a Hydro Pump. Maybe he was predicting my Volt Switches, since I do that a lot, but who knows. So now he's going to send out his Mence, and this Mence was a pain in the ass, I swear. And every time I need the guy to get 2-turn Outrage, they get 3. Every time I need him to get 3, they get 2. And it's just, Outrage has never worked for me. And that doesn't do see, like right here, I was really hoping for the 3-turn Outrage, but he gets 2, which sucks. Now I'm locked into Bullet Punch, and he's gonna switch in his Scarm, so I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch just in case. And it does pretty decent damage. But like it's like 10% after lefties. Actually, that's not decent. I don't know what I'm saying. It's been a long day. I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna send out Megustran, which reminds me I have to finish my Spanish project. And he's just gonna whirlwind it out, which I kind of thought he was gonna do that. This Conkeldurp, which really sucks, because watch what he does here. A normal person would whirlwind out. Watch what he does. He goes to the Brave Bird, and he should look at his team and realize that Conkeldurp cannot do shit to it. If you have a Scarm, a Reuniclus, and a Gliscor, a Conkeldurp is not gonna sweep you. I'm sorry, but it's not. I mean, I don't understand why this guy needed to have 2 physical walls on his team, a Gliscor and a Scarm. What's the point? And his only sweeper was a bulk up Scrafty, and that's not really the best sweeper ever. It lacks in the speed department. That's why I don't really like the bulk up sweepers unless they're supposed to be super slow, like Conkeldurp. So now I think I set up my stealth rocks here like mid game, or I just go for the Fire Blast. Yes, and I was so thankful I hit this, because it could have been GG if I would have missed that, because I didn't really have anything to take on a bulk up Scrafty. If he would have got 1, he could have Drain Punched my Heatran and got all that Fire Blast damage back. So I just go for the Earth Power so I don't miss. I knew it was going to kill, because I have a max special attack, max speed Heatran. So now we're going to send out this Mence, and me, being the dumbass that I am, I'm thinking, oh, this is a DD Mence, so I'm just going to send out my Infernape to Stone Edge. The Moxie was what made me think that it was a DD for some reason. I have no clue. That's what I was thinking at the time. So then I was like, WTF, you outspeed? I was trying to go for a Stone Edge, but because I didn't close combat. No, I went for close combat because I calced it and it would have killed it. But I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get swept. I'm gonna get swept. So I sent out Scizor here, and I'm really debating should I Pursuit or should I Bullet Punch? And I'd spend the time Pursuiting because Salamence was his only chance to win the battle. And then I was like, I'm just gonna Pursuit. So now all he has left is his Scarm. So I'm thinking he's gonna want to try to abuse his Spike damage, because that's the only way he can beat me. So I need to save Jirachi because I know he can't kill a Jirachi. So I want him to kill Conkeldurp and I want him to kill Scizor. That was the whole point of this. So he couldn't abuse the spikes on my Jirachi. Cause no, I believe I just go for the Mach Punch like a normal person would. Then he's just gonna Brave Bird and wreck my shit. He gets his lefties. So now I want him to kill Scizor. And I almost hit Superpower here. I almost did. It would have been so flippin' epic. He goes for the Roost. If I would have gone for Superpower, that would have been GG. But I didn't. I almost clicked superpower, but I should have. I knew it. So I'm just gonna go for the bullet punch again since I'm locked into it. Man, this Skarm is a pain in the ass. I'm starting to think about putting a Volt, like a Magnezone on my team. Because I don't want to face another one of these things. So, now I'm going to set on my Jirachi. And as you can see, there's still like 3 minutes left in the battle. So right here, this stuff, it starts to get ridiculous. What he does here. He honestly to God thinks that he can take a Jirachi with a Skarmory. So I'm just like Fire Punch, super effective, burn on the first turn. And I'm like, alright, GG, dude, you can't win now. Your Brave Bird isn't even doing lefties damage. And he's like, no, I can win. I'm just gonna stall you out of Fire Punches. And I'm like, I have Iron Head, and I'm just gonna Iron Head you, Iron Head flinch you to death. He's like, no, I'm gonna stall you out. So he really thinks he can win this, and I'm like, okay. So I just sit back, you know. This was a 44-turn battle. And I couldn't believe this. I was like, I kind of wanted to post this battle because I made some pretty nice predictions and I wanted to show them off, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to post this battle if it's going to be 44 turns. So it keeps roost stalling like a whore. And I'm like, oh god. Right here, around this time, I was on the Smogon Wi-Fi battle finder. I think I hit in the chat bar. I was like, why do you keep battling? And he was just trying to... He wanted a struggle war. And I was like, oh, no. We are not doing that. I wonder who would win in a struggle war. A Jirachi or a Skarm. I'd probably put my money on Skarm, but... His Skarm is burned, so then I would put my money on Jirachi. Because I'm pretty sure struggle is a physical attack, but I'm unsure. Because I've never really had to have struggle war in a competitive battle. If you do, then you need to learn how to switch out. Or do something. Normally crits will make it so you don't have to struggle battle. There goes the Fire Punch. I'm hoping for a crit or something. I know a crit won't win me this battle. I'm just like, god damn it! See, my Wi-Fi really sucks sometimes, so sometimes I can't really finish the battle if it goes like this long. So I was really afraid that my Wi-Fi was going to drop off the news and be like, oh, you DC'd, noob. I was like, no. I hate when people, like, my Wi-Fi goes out and they think that I DC'd when they had no hope of winning. I have, like, a fully set up sweeper, and they have no counters to it, and they're like, oh, you DC'd, noob. Because they... Yeah, it's just... Right by here, I'm pretty sure I get pissed off because I start iron heading. So I'm just like, I'm gonna flinch this bitch to death. So he flinched. And now he types the number 6 in the chat bar to show that I've hacked him 6 times. And so now he types a 7. And he was getting really pissed. I was like, dude, I have Serene Grace. Hacking you, flinching you is in my favor. I have a 60% chance. So it's in my favor. And so I get the crit. And then he goes 8, 9. So I'm just gonna finish this off with a Fire Punch here. I'm hoping that it doesn't live. And I'm like, yes! So thanks for watching the battle. Please remember to comment and like it. Okay, thanks, bye.